The other story, let's go ahead and get to is Newsom. He went after he got real busy after the recall was over. No surprise there. Like he went right into authoritarian mode. Here's one of mine. I thought just the absurdity of it all. Newsom signs a law requiring gender-neutral toy sections at large retailers. Now, I don't know about you, but we have grandkids, so I think we're gonna have some insight in this. That's what I think. So let's get to the story here. California Governor Gavin Newsom signed in a new law Saturday mandating that many large retail stores offer some games, some toys in gender-neutral sections. A move advocates say encourages children to consider toys without taking into account gender stereotypes. Quote, this bill will require a retail department store that is physically located in California, has a total of 500 or more employees across California retail department store locations that sells child care items or toys to maintain a general neutral section or area to be labeled at the discretion of the retailer. Now that doesn't say they won't. We'll read on. Never mind. I was going to say it didn't say you can't have a boy and a girl section. It just means you have to have a general neutral section. All right, in which a reasonable selection of items and toys for children that it sells shall be displayed, regardless of whether they have been traditionally marketed for either girls or boy, reads the law. It's unclear how large the general neutral section has to be to satisfy the, quote, reasonable selection requirements. And then it talks about some fines, which are piddly, $250 to $500. I'm not sure Walmart or Targets would be worried about paying a few $100 to just do whatever they want to do. Anyway, it's just nonsense. It's like part of it is to make sure that if you have a young girl, you can find a police car, fire truck, or periodic table, or a dinosaur. And it's similarly, if you're a boy, if you're more artistic, you want to play with glitter, why not? Why do you feel a stigma of saying, oh, this should be shamed or you should go to a different location? Okay, well, first off, the people that do these things, I always question if they have kids and when's the last time they've had kids, because we go shopping. Okay, we just I'm going on a rant, Bob. Sorry. We just went on a shopping trip. It's our pre-Christmas shopping trip with two of the grandkids. We're going to be taking all four. And we basically went down every single aisle with them. One boy, one girl. And some aisles had them more interested than other aisles. That's it. There was never, oh, you can't get this or you can't get that. It was just very clear, free for all. Let's make our Christmas list. Let's talk about things that they're into. And we just turned them loose. So who is taking their kid and going, oh, no, you can't buy a police car, little Sally, and oh, you can't play with glitter. First off, you shouldn't let any kid play with glitter because good luck getting that out of your house. Glitter is like the venereal disease of crafts. It will stick on you forever, ever, and ever. We had basically like a quiet moratorium and ban on that stuff at my church because, oh, it's awful. Anyway, back to gender neutral nonsense. I don't think there are signs that says this is a boy section or a girl section. I think it just says this is the doll aisle. This is the Hot Wheel aisle. This has Legos and games and puzzles. I don't think there's any delineation based on that. I don't know, Bob, when's the last time you took your granddaughter shopping or you paid closer attention to what aisles are marked? Or I haven't noticed any of that.
Well, don't really take her shopping very often, but there are a few thoughts I had while you were reading that story. And one is, doesn't Target already do that?
I think Target does that with clothes. I will pull that up for you.
All right. And the second thing I thought when you were reading the story was, to me, this is just another distraction. You're going to tell me that Gavin Newsom has nothing better to worry about in his state than that? I mean, he's got pretty big fish to fry, and he's worried about that. So I put that in the category of being distraction more than anything else.
Well, it's obviously virtue signaling. So yes, I mean that I will agree with you on. I'm not sure that I would say he trust me, this is not the only authoritarian nonsense that he's pulled this week. So he's doing more than one. This is actually from 2015. Target going general neutral in some sections. It would be phasing out gender-specific product categories and switch gender neutral displays and colors after guests complained. Really? Really? Okay, so quote, right now our teams are working across the store to identify areas that we can just phase out gender-based signage to help strike a better balance. For example, in kids' bedding area, signs will no longer feature suggestions for boys or girls, just kids. All right, well, that's fine. Who cares? Yeah, that's fine. Actually, it seems like it would be easier to keep your costs down as far as your signage if you just had generic signage for some of that stuff.
Yeah.
In toy aisles, we will remove reference to gender, including the use of pink, blue, yellow, or green paper on the back walls of our shelves. They suggest what? Why would that?
I thought so. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I guess you're right, but that's like color scheming. And I'm serious. I've had 5 kids, 4 grandkids. I don't remember saying boys and girls except for clothing, but I could be
Yeah,
wrong.
I thought that's the way it was because I mean, it's pretty hard to shop for clothing if you don't delineate. So
I meant to ask my wife. I wish she was in the chat so I could ask her. But if anyone pops in or out of the comments, if you let me know, are boys and girls pretty much the same size? Is it normal, like a 2T is the same whether it's your boy or your girl? I actually don't know. I don't know if I bought a 2T out of the boy section or girl section, if they're relatively the same size and compatible or not. I really don't know. I just logistically don't know. Whoa. I don't know what's playing. Must be an ad on the Target page. Yeah, probably. So on that note, California is leading the way, and it did not take long for one of the biggest makers of toys to virtue signal that they are on board and they are willing to participate. And again, it's all on one aisle already. I don't understand why or if there is a difference. Lego says it will work to rid its toy of harmful gender bias. That is so ridiculous. Just absolutely ridiculous. I just cannot believe Lego. All right, whatever. The Danish toy company announced Monday it will work to remove gender stereotypes from its products and marketing, citing the results of a worldwide survey that found general attitudes towards kids' play and creative careers remain, quote, unequal and restrictive. The benefits of creative play, such as building confidence, creativity, and communication skills, are felt by all children, and yet we still experience age-old stereotypes that label activities as only being suitable for one specific gender. This is Julia Golden, Lego's chief marketing officer. She said in a statement, "At Lego Group, we know we have a role to play in putting this right." Well, they already do like girl Legos. Like it's already like there's a pink version and there's a purple version. And so I guess they're going to do away with all the color schemes because the colors is the problem. Like suddenly Legos that are in boxes next to each other that are labeled differently will matter. I don't know. Does granddaughter play with Legos?
yeah, she plays with that. She plays with all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, mine love Legos.
She does favor pink. She's a girly girl. I had to buy her a hula hoop, and it had to be pink.
Yeah, they prefer pink and purples. I don't. You ask them what they want. If they said they wanted blue or green, who cares? Get them blue or green.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, can you put that story back up? There's something that caught my eye. At least I think I read it right. That paragraph right there. Lego partnered with who?
Oh, yeah, let's check that out. Okay, yeah, good call. The Lego partnered with the Gina Davis Institute on Gender in Media, a research organization that advocates for equal representation of women, to explore whether parents and kids see creativity as gendered. It surveyed 7,000 people in 7 countries and released its finding to coincide with the United Nations International Day of the Girl.
Is this the Gina Davis, the actress?
I assume so, but Bob, we did not celebrate the United Nations International Day of the Girl. That should be a shirt. I got to earmark this as a possible shirt.
Bro, I don't have
the Day of the Girl. The Day of the Girl sounds like, yeah, Day of the Girl was Monday.
I'm celebrating World Rabies Day and World Malaria Day. I don't have time for that one.
Listen, you have time. It is very important that we do this. Listen, I do not think that you should be so flippant about these important international days. It took a lot of work to get different countries to agree on important things like this. It's very important, Bob. We need to be really thoughtful. Look at that logo right there, Bob. Look at that. Look at how could you not know how important that is?
Yeah.
The Day of the Girls. They're in orange, pink, and blue. One's got pigtails, one doesn't. One's got it's like a weave or some kind, look like braids. So they're going on. They got it all going on.
Well,
Monday was coming out day and International Day of the Girl. Now we all know.
And if you were to do a deep dive, you would find hundreds of days like this. You never even imagined existed, I'm sure.
All right, let's dive into Gina Davis's Empowering Women in Hollywood page. I got to be honest, I enjoy going down the rabbit hole like this. This is why I feel like I could stream for hours, because this is exactly how my brain works. The stream of consciousness works. It's like you just take people on the journey. I don't know how long it'll take. So this changes everything. Gina Davis on Empowering Women in Hollywood. So there's a 28-minute audio. We're not doing that because I have not screened any of this stuff. A new documentary explore. What did you say?
I said that's a Terry Gross podcast. Fresh Air.
Oh, okay. Terry Gross. Okay.
Yeah, it's reasonably popular.
That makes sense. Okay. A new documentary explores how women in Hollywood are pushing for more representation in front and behind the camera. This is not new news. This is the Me Too Time's Up stuff. Davis and director Maria Geiss, I think, discussed the dramatic disparations on screen. Transcript. Interesting. So that's what this is about. Based on a documentary. Didn't know that's what Gina Davis was doing these days.
Exactly.
Huh. All right. I'm not sure what to search for. It just goes on and on and on. But yeah. All right, folks. Well, listen. The gender stuff's changing. Legos are changing. And, it's important. Heading into the holidays, we make sure you buy the right kind, Bob. Write down the right aisles. Don't get confused. The law, as far as what I saw, looked very ambiguous. Like, it may sound like they only have to have a gender neutral area. That's not like they're gonna go in and they're gonna, because it already is like that. We were just there. There is like all of the dolls are together and all of the Hot Wheels are together. And why would you not have it that way? I don't understand what's not blended, other than like some of the age group stuff. Like, there are blocks for like little kids that are separate from the Legos. But that's more like the age restrictions, there's safety issues with choking hazards and things like that. I don't think any of that stuff is spread out as much as they're trying to make it seem like it is.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's a distraction as far as what Newsom's doing.
I am not distracted.
He's satisfying a particular base with doing stuff like that. The average American doesn't care about that, Do
you care about that, Bob?
Not as much. Apparently, not as much as I should. I need to go to the Gina Davis School or whatever.
The Gina Davis School for Reprogramming for Gender Equality, in front of and behind the camera. Because if we have girls play with police cars and boys play with glitter, that will solve the problem.
Hey, we're News Talk with Brandon and Bob. We're here to tell you about some of the facts so you don't have to waste your time watching CNN.
We don't want you wasting any time with CNN.
Or Fox or MSNBC or some of these other guys that are making a whole lot of money.
Et cetera, et cetera.
He's not paying.